Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Recently, there's been a few people that talked about a situation that happened some time ago where a mechanic got killed at a dealership. Killed. It's not like killed at a dealership. And the gist of the story is another technician or another lube tech hit him with the customer's vehicle and killed him. Now, the story's right, or the headline's right, or other YouTubers right, that, and I'm not saying I'm not doing the same thing or they're wrong for it, because I'm going to probably do the title somewhat similar, but the owner of the vehicle charged for mechanic's death. What ended up happening is somebody went to a dealership in Michigan for services that needed to be done. That vehicle got pulled into the dealership and was sitting in the service tax rack. When he got given the job, the vehicle was already in the rack. The manager claims that there's no recollection of who put the vehicle there, because a lot of times if a vehicle stays overnight, it could be any of the lube techs, it could be any of the porters that pull vehicles in or bring vehicles in for certain services, or it could be sometime during the day that it was pulled there and nobody knows unless there's cameras that show the person that did it. And a lot of dealerships and shops don't have cameras, even though they should. Luckily, we have, thousands of dollars worth of cameras that catch everything. So this 19-year-old raised the vehicle up, changed the oil, did his thing, and was going to start the vehicle, run it for a little bit, and verify oil level. But he wanted to run the vehicle first. Instead of doing it the smart way and just getting completely in the vehicle, pressing the clutch in and the brake in, making sure it wasn't in gear, and starting it, he didn't do that. He was hanging halfway out of the vehicle and pushing the brake, trying to start the vehicle, and then realized, oh, it's a clutch vehicle, it's a manual Jeep. I can't press the brake to start it, I gotta press the clutch. So while one foot is out of the vehicle, the other foot is in the vehicle. He presses the clutch down, starts the vehicle. But when he went to let go of the clutch after he started the vehicle, he didn't realize the vehicle was still in gear. What was going on in front of the vehicle, he could not see. Somebody was bent down in front of the vehicle to pick something up, and he had his knees on the ground and his back up in the air, and he was at the bumper level of the Jeep, where his shoulder blades and stuff were. The Jeep lunged forward and pinned him into a metal cabinet and crushed him. Killed him by 9 o'clock that morning. The law states that if you give somebody else possession of your vehicle and there's some kind of death that happens or bodily harm, it's your responsibility because you give them possession of the vehicle. So that would go then onto the customer because they gave the dealership permission for them to work on this vehicle, and something happened. But the dealership knows that it's not the customer's responsibility overall. It's going to come down to them. There's like a specific term, I forget what it's called. I don't know what the term is. It's like, it's not immunity or something, is it? I don't. Anyway, the dealership protects the customer in that instant, and they pay out whatever the lawsuit is. I guess the two guys had been working on the vehicle together when the 19-year-old didn't have a driver's license and didn't know how to drive stick shift, was the one that was standing halfway inside the vehicle to push the clutch, not realizing it was still in gear. When he started it, let go of the clutch, the vehicle lunged forward. Jeffrey Hawkins, 42 years old, was crushed in between the cabinet and the Jeep, and it killed him instantly, and the family is seeking $15 million. It's just now popping up. This happened back in 2020, and people are just now bringing this up. a lot of people have elongated videos that just stress the whole entire situation, and they make it out to be bigger than what it is with trying to get views and stuff like that. I get it, it's social media, but this is the breakdown of the story, the quicker version on kind of what's going on, so you don't have to sit through some 10-15 minute video. It's pretty simple to explain. And it's unfortunate that it happened, but this is also why you don't put inexperienced, non-trained technicians on vehicles where they don't belong, because they could kill themselves or somebody else. This should be a lesson learned. Everybody should be trained. If they're going to work on a manual vehicle, they need to be trained on how it's supposed to be operated and the safety behind what you should take into consideration and do when servicing a customer's vehicle. Y'all be blessed. Take care. Have a great day. And leave me your thoughts on the topic.